thing I did to you. I love you with all my heart, and I don't know what to do. So hard to get you out of repeat.
I still see the shadows in my room.
You found another one, but I'm bad. I wanna let you forget me. You left me falling in my mind grip. I don't know if I love you anymore. Why can't you love me again? You had to put me in time. I feel so sad. Now I have to play Madden when I feel so lonely. Now I have to spend my time with Abraham. Why did you do this to me? How do you like my song, Eric? Too good? It was. No, I want to be the Texans. Get off.
No, I want to be the Texans.
Oh, get your fat ass out of me.
I don't think you, Abraham, has your mom ever bought you a mirror? Just curious.
What happened?
Has your mom ever bought you a mirror? Has your mom ever bought you a mirror?
I can't understand you, really.
Has your mom ever bought you a mirror?
Oh yeah. Mom, what's this? Oh, mirrors. I mean, you have come to my house. You have come to my house and you see a lot of mirrors, so.
Yeah. So you looked at yourself at one, right? You looked at yourself one once, right? I mean, you took a photo.
Yeah, look. My face looks beautiful, but like I just need to fix my. I just gotta fix my stomach, and that's how I look the most.
Nigga. Yeah, no, there's still lots more dudes you need to change.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Rams going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. The one running back is Gurley. On first down, it's gone. Intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Through a challenge flag.
And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
Oh my God! He nearly had 2 feet in.
As his career has gone on,
oh my God!
Lack of speed, he can still get deep.
Are you fucking kidding me? I thought he had both feet in.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And on your screen, the defensive starters for the Houston Texans. One thing's for sure. Throughout the season, but really in the playoffs, Clowney and Merciless, boy, did they come on. You get J.J. Watt back next year, a good defense becomes even better.
You're exactly right about that. This was a defense that did not get the credit it deserved all year long. Finished the season #1 in total defense in the NFL. And as you mentioned, that's without J.J. Watt. Just think, when they get him back and put everyone else to use again, look out. The Houston Texans will be stout again on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start out. Osweiler. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Fighting
Get the
through.
fuck off me, kid.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the second time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he's such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his plate in 2017 and throws the ball a little bit more to him out of the backfield. Get him into space and let him create bigger plays that way as well.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Osweiler. That's caught.
Are you fucking...
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Partner these L.A. Rams as they come back out here for the next offensive series. They now missed the playoffs 12 straight seasons. Of course, this last one, the first back in L.A. They were 3-1, so much hope, but then they lost all but 1 down the stretch.
Hard to believe with a defense that good, but just tells you about the premium that's placed on the offensive side of the ball, especially at the quarterback position. They just didn't have the stability. Even though they drafted Jared Goff, number 1 in 2016, to ascend to that number. Be that guy for them in the next season in order for the Rams to finally break that playoff drought.
And now they've got some city neighbors in the Chargers of L.A. Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kent. It's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. Yep. And this is going to be incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep.
Oh, it's gone. I spotted that ball.
A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time.
I did it.
But
I
they
spot the
didn't
ball.
want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Let's go.
You put it through the post. That's going to help in the contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Plush now, the fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Miller. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Run, run, run.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Osweiler.
Let's go!
It's caught at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into that.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, run of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, 40 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now gone.
Let's go.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley.
Just too
it's 3rd down.
Powered. Everything.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's got room. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the year Todd Gurley had with the Los Angeles Rams. I thought he was a lock for 1,000 yards, didn't approach it, and never got over 100 yards in a single game all season.
Yeah, and his rookie year, we know what he did. He was averaging 4.8 yards a carry as a rookie, 3.2 this year. How much of it was up front on the O-line?
There was plenty of that, but he also has to increase his vision, and I think he may add a little bit more weight back on in order to break a few more tackles.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Austin's got it left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 9 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff.
Let's go. Sit your ass
down. Got to him again. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
There's no way to score. There's absolutely no way.
The final shot before break.
There's no way. There's no way.
Go down. Couldn't get a
Give me that ball, boy.
Pressure, maybe. I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're able to return this one all the way up.
He got popped. You rage quitter. All right, 8-2.
All right, you cheat.
Trash.
Okay.
Man, I like these Texans. I'm gonna keep them. Their defense is just perfecto.
No.
But yeah, who's the one that got you into football? This guy.
Sí, my tío. It was actually my tío.
Fine, go ahead. I'll let you, to be fair.
You heard me?
I'll be the Chiefs. Yeah, I heard you.
You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. Your tío.
Yeah, he's the one that got me to
Faking love. I'm so sorry, but it's faking love. Faking love. Faking love. I wanna be a woman. Just for you. Inside a trauma. Awesome. Just for you, now to know me. Who are you? Hey, we need soup. We got who? We got what's up? Good.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Both defensive coordinators will look to their middle linebackers to lead by example in today's matchup. It's Cushing's Texans going up against Johnson's Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Arrowhead. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Andy Reid playbook. Are you set?
play fake here on first down. And
oh,
look
shit.
at that, a diving catch.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, they get him back healthy. He can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got Fuller. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
When Derrick Johnson entered the league as a first-round draft pick, he was known as an outside linebacker with a lot of speed. He's evolved into one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL.
Now Osweiler. Underneath for Miller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football.
Man, the cutest kids in the world. Monster. Jimmy.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's Osweiler to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, the Texans will call on their field goal unit, and on comes Nick Novak from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, and unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
On 1st down, Smith. It's Hill, complete. And some room to work. And the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
First not play, that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
No.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 9-2 threes and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
There it is.
One that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. After the interception, here's Smith.
What was
He
that?
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Fedorowicz from 6 yards away. And the Texans have retaken the lead. They found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, you mind if we go off? AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have
an
off-season that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. One receiver left, two to the right. They are going for it. It's Smith.
Oh my God, again, horrible.
Picked off by the linebacker, Brian Cushing. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. That's caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the red zone now, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Smith now on second down. They complete it to Hill. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Smith throwing again. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
No.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right, right side. A dump off for Charles. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
What the fuck?
Partner, the head coach is out of challenges now for the rest of the game. I'm not too sure he wouldn't like to have a few more challenges in his pocket.
And when they first started challenges in the NFL, people were wondering what's the right amount.
Yeah, I'm not sure that there's a flat-out determination, but I do like where we are because I think it does leave strategy in the game, and the head coach has to make a decision about when exactly is the right time to pull the challenge flag.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
What the fuck?
And it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively.
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback.
Are you actually fucking kidding me, bro?
This one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 45 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
They'll toss it to Miller, and he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Smith. Wilson snags it left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Now it's Smith going underneath for Charles. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, Be aware, ball may come your way.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Smith.
Let's go!
And takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a deep...
Deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
Confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory. Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under. Hey, move 45. Move 3.
The play clock's running down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They run it. It's Charles. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Back to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Maclin from 6 yards away. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up,
Let's go!
Crusher there as it's intercepted. It's picked on. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
Charles the lone setback.
Let's go!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. First and goal. Charles. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Let's go! A one! Comeback. 9-2.
They come out here in the eye. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brand, we've been around these coaches enough to know that there should never...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go!
And his kick is indeed good.
Let's go!
And now move their lead up to 4 now. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there.
Let's go!
To keep them
No
out of the end zone.
So some drama down
I don't want to play with you ever again.
You're trash. You're actually doo. You're actually garbage. Look at him already rage quitting. Damn. Oh, booty hurt. Town rumor. A. Too easy. A. La pita rumor. Hey. Just kick Abraham's ass. Yeah. Hey. La pita rumor. The match rumor. That's okay. The pizza rumor. Match rumor. That's okay. Ah, this kid's already getting mad. Abraham says, I don't play with bitches that waste my time. Just gotta teach how to listen. Gets booty hurt easily. So that's why.
Can you survive Gauntlet again?
Yeah, he's my truth. He's my truth. Mr. Timeout. Good shit.
Bonus life battle.
But he's my fave. Teniga, Carbo, don't she go shikpa? Maybe I can never fly. Chinese go. Oh wow, he's getting mad already. Destiny, ha. Lol. He's just getting mad. The sky. It's gonna keep spamming lol. You just laugh about that? Wow. It's because I beat him in the game. Wow. He's putting Destiny and he's saying lol. Chingo, oh yeah, but he's my fave. He's my fave. Stop laughing, bro. Alright, man. maybe
Let's roll the dice and see what you
Trash.
What do you want?
Fat ass. I let you win.
That's what they all say, bro.
Bro, you
saying
could
that.
clearly, this time you could clearly
No,
see
I don't
that
care what you
attitude.
say.
You could clearly see it. And
There's something that's a girl. You're not got to go to the
man,
Come back.
Destiny says,
Ray, run
Destiny,
away, don't lie.
Destiny, when you're streaming,
No.
Destiny, Eric, Eric couldn't keep a secret.
Nothing has changed. Still 6 lives left.
Ryan said on me though. He stepped that guy 10. Yeah, cause his head was hurting really bad.
You have 5 lives left.
Don't lie. He's at my house. He's not gonna wake up, promise you that. Get in the children. Yeah. Touch the sky.
God bless everyone who has subscribed to this person.
Still plenty of time. You got 4 lives left. Pull out the strategy guide. Boss level.
Why you laughing? Touchdown.
God bless.
What? That's so funny. What? What? What's so funny? What happened?
The thing you wrote, I appreciate the press.
The what? Yeah.
Have you ever,
Whatever.
do you listen to music?
Don't be like a prey, smooth like a
Are you up for the challenge? Boss level.
Do we trying to get you? She's so good. Too much about you. She's so good. That shot is a car in the light. So you're the time that you're that true. Caught in the light.
Here you go. All the pressure's on you, my friend. Remember, the ladder moves up and down.
I'm just on my way. You always on my way.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Ready, 280. Check. Let's go.
Pacho, Jisochi, Pachari Sakari Nala.
Good luck. You've made it to this level. Can you deal with the boss? How about this? Do you want me to read the instructions for you? You've got 3 lives left. 339. pretty time. Just 2 lives left. Not trying to put any pressure on you, but you've got 1 life left.
Are you
Right,
fucking kidding
you tried
me?
your best. Better luck next time. Strap on your helmet and buckle your chin strap. Only 40 levels left in gauntlet mode.
Eric.
I'm Larry Ridley.
Hi,
There
Eric.
are 40 levels. This is Gauntlet.
Oh, you lied, fat ass. Fat ass lied. Too small. Eric, can you hear me?
No.
I just want to say I love you. I'm sorry for no.
You love me?
No. Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of gay because I'm streaming.
as a friend.
Nah, that's still kind of gay, bro.
You didn't let me finish, kid.
Nah. Right when I said I was streaming, you changed it.
Hey, Eric, tomorrow I'm gonna roast you, but I'm not gonna use Destiny at all. I'm not gonna use Destiny at all. I'm just
That's
gonna
a
use
first.
you. Yeah, I'm not gonna use Destiny at all.
Dang. I'm surprised.
And then you have to make a roast. Eric, you're playing the Gentleman's Club? I mean, whatever it's called.
The gauntlet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you before I turn it off.
Heads up, the boss man is here.
I love you as a friend.
Okay, yes.
I'm no homo, dude.
No, you did not.
Yeah. You know. Hey, Eric, make sure that Brian doesn't forget his UFO.
Alright.
Just 5 lives left.
Where's your mom is still in Japan?
Yeah.
When is she gonna come?
I got the first down.
Still got an opportunity. You've got 4 lives left.
Alright, I'm coming to your house tomorrow, right?
No.
All right, now, still a little dicey.
You said yes already.
No.
Wow, why you changed your mind?
No.
I bet you wish you were a little farther.
Are you like serious? Are you actually serious?
No.
So, can I come to your house? Can I not come to your house?
No.
Okay, then I guess I have to go to your house.
No.
Well, can I not go to your house?
I thought it was a rumor. You've got 2 lives.
Let's go, kids.
No.
Look, Eric, I love you.
No.
I love
No.
Destiny, right? So
No.
shut up.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yeah, you could go.
Come on, at 12.
1. You said I can't stand it, yeah. Ooh, ah, oh, ah, ah, ooh, oh, ah, oh, ah, ah, ooh, I'm taking other. Oh God, voice crack.
Eric, you basically won that game because I was being retarded.
I don't know why you went for 2. That's how confident you feel like you were gonna win.
I'm not even, I'm not even lying, you know that's true.
No, you're a dumbass.
I
Thought you
know,
had
I
the
regret
game.
it. I thought I was gonna win already, man.
What happened? What's up, boy? What's up?
I want to lose. I want you to like. I want to do a combat thing, bro.
It's never gonna happen, kid.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, hit you.
Holy shit.
What?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
My brothers are being weird. Score a touchdown. Oh yeah, playing around about. Alright, first down. Jeez. That's a bull.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Our brothers are like touching each other.
Man, that's gay as hell.
Don't lie, like I'm not even lie.
And
My
y'all
brothers are
part of
like.
that shit?
Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking high?
And you fucking ass.
I love you, Eric.
Dude, I'm fucking streaming, you gay ass. Hell nah, bro. I'm gonna show this to everyone, bro. What is it? 1-3?
That makes
1-3? Alright,
that
we're now on 3
makes
minutes. Alright.
that.
How does that make me gay? I want to show people proof that you are gay because you keep saying you're not. So I need proof.
But I really not.
How many? Dude, you just said I love you 3 times. You know how gay that sounds? Nah. I don't care what you say. You're gay. No. Everybody in the chat, Abraham's gay as fuck. Stay epic. Stay safe. You're awesome. Abraham's gay, by the way.